The Fantastic Four. First Steps opened with a scene on par with the beautiful ending of Avengers Endgame, and that's arguably why the movie worked. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has delivered some of the most emotionally resonant character moments in superhero film history. One of the best examples of this comes from the celebrated Fantastic Four. First Steps. While audiences often remember the MCU timeline's biggest action set pieces, it's the smaller, heartfelt scenes that leave the longest-lasting impact. Much like Endgame, First Steps was bookended by one of these scenes, establishing a distinct tone that carried throughout the movie. It helps highlight the humanity in characters often viewed solely as superheroes. The final scene of Avengers. Endgame closes out over a decade of storytelling. However, not with a battle or a tease for the next threat, but with Steve Rogers dancing with Peggy Carter. It's the quiet resolution of an arc that began in 2011's Captain America, the first Avenger, where Steve promised Peggy a dance he'd never get to have. After returning the Infinity Stones and choosing to live a life in the past, he finally honors that promise. There's no dialogue, just a record player spinning and two soulmates swaying in a modest living room. This is more than just an emotional payoff for Steve. It's a reminder that the MCU at its best is as much about the internal journeys of its heroes as it is about time travel and alien invasions. The scene doesn't shout, it whispers. It trusts the audience to feel the weight of the moment, to recognize that a man defined by sacrifice finally chose something for himself. The Fantastic Four. First Steps opens with a similarly subtle yet meaningful moment. The first scene shows Reed Richards tidying up a messy bedroom and searching for iodine in his bathroom. Sue Storm, meanwhile, appears taking a pregnancy test before joining Reed and sharing the news that she is pregnant. The moment is quiet, filled with nervous joy, and unfolds with realistic awkwardness, humor, and emotion. It's a beautifully crafted scene that does triple duty, introducing Reed and Sue as individuals, establishing their dynamic as a couple, and immediately giving the audience a reason to care about them. Instead of rushing into powers or battles, First Steps anchors its story in relationships. Reed's stunned silence, followed by his soft, overwhelmed smile, conveys more about his heart than any monologue. Sue's grounded warmth and strength come through effortlessly as she takes the lead in that moment. It's a brilliant narrative choice, echoing Endgame's scene in tone and impact. By prioritizing quiet human moments over action, the Fantastic Four. First Steps was primed for success.